Hi again, tiny friends. It's another lovely Saturday morning in the garage, and okay, so did a few things today. Some of them went okay and some of them did not. The first thing that went bad, or badly I should say, is I tried to put some new foot pegs on the Dual Sport and that didn't work. So I bought them from Amazon and they didn't fit. And I can't really make them fit unless I have a lathe to make some sleeves. And I don't have a lathe, so not quite sure what to do with that yet. But anyway, that didn't work, so that was a shame. So then I decided to turn my attention to the KTM. So what did we do, or what did I do? I want to get it going again, and the last video was an oil change, so that was good. So I thought what I'd do, because it hasn't run for about 6 months, is I would just go through it and try and figure out what it needs in order to get going. So pulled the plug, that was fine. Took the tank off, drained all of the old oil, petrol out with, obviously, with premix. So all of that was drained. And then I put the subframe up and had a look at the carb, and I drained the carb with the drain bolt, which was all gummy. So then, of course, I cleaned all that up. And in the process of having a look at the bike, I found that there was a pretty big crack in the subframe right here. And a good YouTuber would have taken a picture of it and said, oh, that's, let's give them a before and after, but I'm not a good YouTuber. So anyway, Burns-O-Matic to the rescue. And I already did a video on Burns-O-Matic aluminum brazing and welding rods. And it saved the day again. So I will take a bit of a close-up picture of this. But just heated it up. And the trick is to get the base metals hot and then lay the rod in, as opposed to heating the rod itself. But it did a pretty good job considering. And it's not perfect, but so pretty happy with that. So the plan is to get the KTM running again, and whilst I'm on it, I'll just tell you why I don't ride the KTM much. When I bought the bike, there was a local track, and I went to the track a bunch of times, and that was great. And then a couple of things happened. One is I broke my collarbone, and it had to get rebuilt, and that was a bit of a shame, but no problem. But then that track closed down, and there are other tracks, but they're used by more professional guys, which is not me. Then I tried a little bit of enduro with some groups, local groups, but that's more dual sporting, which is awesome, and they're great at it. But this is not a road bike. The tires are no good for the road. It's not registered. Can't ride it on the road, really. Don't particularly want to ride it on public roads. So basically, I don't know where to ride it. That's kind of my problem right now. I don't know where to ride it. So I did just find a nice little route. It looks like about 15 kilometers, and it's all off-road, and it goes around in a loop, which means I can park the truck and do the loop and then come back. So that's why I'm sort of recommissioning or getting ready again the KTM, because I'm hoping to take it out next week and give it a little run, see how it works. Tomorrow I'm going to scout the route out on the Dual Sport, because that if I come across a road, if I come across somewhere I'm not supposed to be, that's fine. It's all road legal and I don't have an issue. But this is just way more fun to ride. I love this bike. So so there you go. We made a little repair. We're going to carry on going with the maintenance items, and I'm hoping in about an hour to start this thing up, and next week we'll have some fun with it. So after all of that, quick update. The minute I torqued this bolt down, it totally opened up again. And this, I believe, is the correct bolt, and it just opened that up like it was made of butter. So that's not cool. Now I've got a cracked subframe. It's not the end of the world, but not brilliant. So there you go. A Burns-O-Matic fix done by me. Somebody else may do it. It may be great, but I torqued this bolt down to 35 Newton meters, which is where it's supposed to be. On a lighter, better note, the bike runs like a dream. Runs awesome. I'll maybe take a little video of it running, but I kicked it. It literally started first kick, so I'm super happy about that. Okay, that's it. Need to get back to the Carabella soon for a number of reasons. One, because I want to continue on with the project. I've got the front on. Yes, kind of getting there. And two, because it keeps rusting on me. I keep polishing it, and then it rusts, and then I treat it, and it rusts, and I need to get it finished so it stops rusting. Anyway, next time.